so productive. Oh my goodness. Just want to see if anybody's gonna pop in. Let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation. I learned something today, y'all. Let me turn this music down. I learned something today, and I must share. I must share, fam. Harlem, what up, Harlem in the building? What's up, Mercy? What's up, Daisy King? Which panel I was on, Daisy King? Oh, I think I was on Swiper panel. But lately, I've also been going to a panel with Jaguar Wright's friend. And he's been keeping us updated on the Jaguar situation. And I even got a chance to speak to Jaguar. And she had an altercation with her husband a couple of days ago. And no, I think it was Monday. They had an altercation and they had another big argument. And I just got an epiphany. Yeah, his name is Kingpin. Kingpin. Let me turn this music on because I be trying to be, having some background music and that should be throwing me off. But so I went to I've been talking, and in the comments, they've been commenting, and everybody has an opinion about Jaguar and her husband and what she's doing and what she's not doing and what she should be doing. And I was like, damn, the thing with us people is we don't allow people to be themselves. Yeah, I like his channel too. And I'm always jumping on the panel. He always let me up. But it made me realize how judgmental we are. Like they were saying that because Jaguar is real open with her sex life and she's bisexual. So Jaguar was saying that she saw this girl and she thought the girl was attractive. She was with her husband and she approached the girl and she said she was tipping her big money, $20. Yeah, Grant, and she was tipping her $20, and she was trying to get the girl to come home with them, come see them, so they could have some fun. She said so they could have some fun and party, right? So people were judging Jaguar, but Jaguar also said she told her husband, and her husband didn't want to do it, right? And she said she found it very special that he only wanted to be with her and he didn't want anybody else. So she had a revelation right there when she said that. I think she had a revelation like, look how, most women do that because they think that's what their man wants. It's not necessarily that a woman wants to be like that, but now in these days, in these modern days, these freaky times, you got a lot of women that's bisexual and they're trying to control the situation with men not really being monogamous by bringing other women into their relationships. Now, people talk about Jaguar, how she talks about other people's business and blah, blah, blah. But what I can say is she also tells her own business. She also she exposes herself. So that tells me that she's the type of person that she's an open person. Now, what people are not understanding, because they're steady saying that she slept with Solar and she's disrespecting her husband. Now, she's an artist. See, I can relate to this part of her because I'm a lot like this. If I'm focused on something and people keep on bothering me and trying to distract me from what I'm focused on, when I have an inspiration, which is hard to get in these days and times with so much negativity, I snap on them. So let's look at Jaguar now. Jaguar's trying to expose the industry because she had a talent and she wanted to use her talent and be creative with her talent, and the industry didn't allow her to. So fast forward now, it looks like she has a second chance. She has an audience. She's getting a lot of views. You know, she's trying to ride her own wave. She has a spark of creativity. She wrote a song with Solar. She keeps talking about this song, how the song is the bomb. The woman is getting back her feel for her craft and her art that she wanted to do, but was suppressed by the industry. So now her husband is feeling a way about her being around Solar or trying to do things independently because she has a spark, because he's used to them always being together. And now she's combating him. It's like the same thing she was going through when she was in the industry. She's not being allowed to be herself. And listen, if Jaguar want to mess around, she told him she want to mess around. I think she tells everything else. If she want to mess around, she'll tell her husband, "Look, I want to mess around." I don't think he has anything to worry about with that. It's either he's going to deal with who she is or he's not. But if you're going to keep arguing and fighting with her to control her because of your own insecurities, then you're causing her to get angry and lash out at you. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? I just had that epiphany today because basically the position, even though she's trying to he's trying to protect her. I'm not saying that her husband is doing anything wrong. He loves his wife, but he also has to understand his wife. And that made me realize that when you're in relationships with people, even friendships, in order for you to get the full effect of that union or that friendship or whatever it is, you have to know the person and respect them. Respect their space, respect who they are, and let them be. Don't smother them and try to make them into something that you feel comfortable with because of whatever experience you had that made you insecure. And I also learned by being on that panel how to control myself with the trolls. The trolls add content. The trolls have the right to speak how they feel too. So everybody has an opinion. It's like everybody has an asshole. Well, who am I to stop somebody from having their opinion, whether I feel it's right or wrong? Is she trying to mess with other dudes too? No, only female. She was trying to bring a female home with her and her husband. She wasn't trying to do it on her own. I went on tour with Guy Intro, Keith Sweat. You don't want me to tell you what I see. Wow. I can imagine. I can imagine what you see. We all know it's nefarious stuff that's going on in the background in that industry. But to each his own. I just use these things as teaching tools because what I don't think is fair is that they try to push these things on people and have people join these types of societies or organizations or groups, and they're not letting them know that they're giving up their divinity. If you're gonna, everybody has free will. You shouldn't sneak things on people and have them make the wrong choices. You know what I'm saying? So I just try to have conversations with people for them to be aware of certain things and for them to be aware of their choices so that they still have their divinity and they can still manifest what they want to manifest without being tricked out of their divinity. If y'all can understand what I'm saying. So I don't get up here all the time because I don't always have a topic. And I see when I try to push and have a topic, it doesn't come out naturally, and I don't really have messages to give, and I just like to give messages. I'm just a free spirit, so I understand where Jaguar is coming from. I don't like people to try and limit me because I'm growing and I'm learning. So don't push your opinions or your stuff on me because what I'm doing is I'm trying to find some creativity in this world. So I just float around. I float. I'm a floater. I don't float. Nowadays, you can float without being running around outside. Before, I used to be outside all the time. But now, since the climate has changed, since you got a lot more different things we exposed to, and I'm able to do that from the comfort of my home, meet other people with different personalities, from different walks of life, with different interests. I'm still outside, and I don't like to be confined. That makes me angry. That makes me lash out because you're trying to sit on my creativity. You're hindering me. So I think that's why sometimes Jag is lashing out the way she does because people are not allowing her to be herself. The people that's close to her need to support her more. They need to show her more support and let her be who she is and make sure she doesn't crash out. Be her support system. A lot of us have a lot of potential, but we just don't have the right team. We don't have the right people surrounding us. One thing I don't want on my team ever in my personal life or in business or any endeavors, I don't want yes man people around me. I don't want that because that's just going to keep me limited. I want to be around people who's going to say, you know what, Renee, you shouldn't wear that, or that don't look right, or maybe you should try this. Because I don't want to just be doing everything for myself. That's too much for me sometimes. So that's why when I kick it with people, I try to be as authentic as I can be. I try to understand who I'm dealing with so I can give them fair exchange, no robbery. That's all. I think if all of us tried to do that and show each other that respect while letting people be who they need to be and learn the lessons they need to learn, the world would be a way better place. So today when I got on that panel, people were saying, "Oh, this is a different Lotus in the daytime than it is at nighttime," and they was right because just today, I just had an epiphany. You gotta let people be who you are. We gotta let each other be who we are, so we can explore our creative endeavors, so that we can create, so that we can grow. We can't keep putting each other in bubbles and packages. And if you don't think like this, then something is wrong with you. Who are you to determine what my life path is or what I should be doing with my life and my time here? My experience may not be the same as your experience. Your position might not be the same as my position. But if we can get together and congregate and share ideas and teach each other and grow from each other's experiences, why not? But social media has allowed me to see a lot of things about us. And I see a lot of comments when Jaguar was up there talking and she was being herself. They say she exposes everybody, but anything that anybody has to say about her, she did it right here on social media and she didn't hide. And that's a very brave, courageous thing to do. A lot of people can't do that. So she's doing her shadow work right in front of us. And she's just trying to become the best Jaguar Wright she could be. So we can interpret that. We can interpret people's actions from the outside all we want to. But we also got to give people a chance to grow. We got to give people a chance to be themselves. Like, and open up. Like that's why I would love to have my panel open sometimes, like King Payne, and speak on topics, and then have everybody come up and speak because I learned a lot being on his panel, the way he operates it, about being able to tolerate different personalities and allowing people to be who they are. What's up, Judah? Because everybody can't be, you can't discover who you are if you're so busy trying to satisfy everybody else and being something that everybody else wants you to be. How you going to really find out who you are and what your purpose is? You got to open it up. You got to open yourself up. Like, I find us being confined, like, a lot by politics, by social media, too, um, trends, holidays, all that shit. It doesn't. Then if let's say Christmas, like I don't want to celebrate Christmas no more. Like I know what it's about. You know what I'm saying? I know it's hindering my spiritual capabilities. I'm very much I'm very much in tune with the spiritual aspect of myself. And I want it to grow. Because when I let my spiritual self take over, I manifest whatever I want to manifest. If I see somebody on TV or I see somebody that crossed my path anywhere and I want to speak to them and I'm in manifestation mode, I speak to them, y'all. It doesn't matter who. I was on Jaguar when she was in the hospital and I was watching what was going on with her because I was worried about her. I thought they was going to try to kidnap her and do something to her. And then the day she got out, I was on the panel talking to her. I manifested that. So I think people need to be, I think being older, that's the beauty, y'all. That is the beauty of becoming older. Because when you get older, you don't really succumb to the peer pressure and what people think about you as much as you do when you're younger. When you're younger, you want to satisfy everybody, you want to be down, you want to be cool. But when you get older, you just let all that type of shit, you don't care about it no more. So you become who you supposed to become because you're not trying to satisfy nobody. And that's another way that we hinder. We need to see that's why we only have rappers, or we only have sports players and we don't allow people to say, okay, I want to be a scientist. Everybody laugh at you. Ah, he want to be a scientist. He want to be a veterinarian. He want to be a lawyer. You can't be no lawyer. We hinder ourselves a lot, y'all. So I just got that epiphany. I don't have no gossip. I don't have nothing juicy to say. I'm not criticizing nobody. I'm just realizing the beauty in each individual and how we hinder each other. And we sometimes don't allow people's beauty to come forth because we expect everybody to act the same fucking way and like the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And think like you think. I got laughed at for wanting to be an astronaut. See, maybe if you ain't get laughed at for being an astronaut, Judah, right now you be telling us how it is to be in outer space. You feel me? We don't allow each other to be. I mean, yes, Jaguar's exposing people. She says pretty harsh things. She talks shit about her husband online. She embarrasses him. But see, she's snapping on him because he's not allowing her to be herself. He's worried that Solar, everybody's saying yes, her and Solar fuck, they having sex. She, they went to bed with each other. No, what Solar did was the same thing I do when I congregate with people of all ages. They open up my creativity. Now that she has the momentum, her real thing she want to do, why she's so angry and came out on the industry, is because they stifled her from being the artist she wanted to be. So now the same thing is happening now from the public and her husband, and she fighting. That's what she's fighting. Leave me alone. I'm fighting them. I'm fighting the people around me. Why won't people allow me to be myself? Because I know I snap when people be bothering me and expect me to act like everybody else. No, sometimes I just gotta disappear from everybody because I need to stay in contact with Lotus. Lotus needs to be grounded because Lotus feels she has a mission. I have a mission, I feel, to help people see things from other perspectives instead of group thoughts. I think I'm here to have people discover who the fuck they are as individuals. So people ain't gonna come up here all the time and find menial shit that I'm talking about because I'm not only on that menial shit. I'm on growth and opening. I like cause and effect. I like to get to the root of shit. Because you can't fix nothing if you can't get to the root of that shit, yo. I'm not up here to play no fucking games. If I get up here, I want to leave y'all with something to think about. And I'm not knocking any other platforms. You know why? Because everybody's playing their position what they supposed to be playing. Let's allow people to play their positions. And that's all I thought. I was thinking. I don't know if anyone wants to chime in on Jaguar. I'll drop the link because usually when I drop the link, it's like nobody wants to come up here. But I'll drop the link and see if y'all want to pop up here and speak your opinion. But I noticed that when everybody was talking and had something to say about Jaguar, all they have, oh, she should be taking her medicine. Oh, she's embarrassing. Oh, she's this and this and that. And they never walked a mile in her shoes. They don't know what type of experiences she had towards her lifetime before she was up here on social media talking her shit. Unless she tells you. What's up, porn star? So I just found out today on January 26th, 2023, how important it is to allow people to be themselves. And even if you disagree, you can have a conversation. It don't have to be a debate and a combative thing. I'm not going to get mad at you because you don't think the way I think. I'm just going to hope that, if you're thinking wrong, that you get your shit together. Because you ain't going to hurt me. You only going to hurt yourself in the long run. We support each other with the wrong shit, y'all. I'm telling you. But it ain't really our fault either. But I'm just sharing what I've discovered today because I think it was a beautiful thing, what I discovered today. To just allow people to be themselves. And that shit is fly. Like when you just sit back and you just reach this point of grace where you could just say, you know, that person has this person has that perspective. And when I was on the panel, it was a lot of people coming up there arguing. And I was like, no, we know nobody's saying that what they're saying is the end all or be all. We're just saying we seeing things from a different perspective. If we all thought the same, wouldn't we be like robots and shit? But I didn't come up here to blab and keep on blabbing and blabbing. I know it's a lot of other blogs going on right now, lives, but I just wanted to share that. Hopefully, people will come in later and listen to it, and I'll spark some type of thought for them too. You feel me? I'm about to go and make me something to eat, and I'll probably see y'all later in somebody else's chat. I know I will be back on Kingpin's panel later on today, probably all damn night because we be up there all night. But peace and love, y'all. Thanks for joining me, and I hope y'all have a blessed rest of the day.